So now that I've got the front stuff mostly done, even though, you know, I'm not really at the oil change interval yet, I'm just going to go ahead and install this Kickstarter. Because I like Kickstarts. I don't know why, but there's just something cool about it. I've drained the oil. That's a clean jug, so because I'm going to reuse that. It's still fresh oil. I've drained the antifreeze, and it's a good thing I did that, because it looks like it was from 2003. So, by the way, yeah, you do need to drain your antifreeze if it is real old, because it can create silica deposits, is basically sand, and wear out your components. So, taking this whole cover off here, I expect to get a little bit more antifreeze. It does have a nice handy drain bolt right there, whereas the Aprilias or some other bikes make you take off the hose, I mean. Oh, would you look at that? A drain bolt that's actually at the lowest point in the system. So let's take a note. It looks like all of these bolts are the same, and then this top bolt is long. Alright, let's put our bolts somewhere conspicuous. I've already drained this plug, and then the plug underneath. This looks like another plug. Is there anything that's going to come out of that? No, there's something that come out of the water pump. There's nothing that comes out of that other hole, so I've never actually changed the oil on the DRZ yet. This fresh oil is from the place who safetied it. I figured I'd give them a little bit of work for just safetying the vehicle rather than just having them safety it, because then, you know, maybe they'd be inclined to find something to work on, if you know what I mean. But otherwise, you know, they seem like a good company. First time I've ever used them. This is the clutch cover, but this whole assembly usually is called the clutch side engine cover. One, 3 bolts, 2, 3, 3 bolts, 4, 5, 6, 3 bolts, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Sometimes there's one in here somewhere. Miserable pan, I know, but yep, looks like we got all of our bolts. Heck is that? Looks like a piece of charcoal. This is probably the first time that this engine has ever been opened up since 2003. When you're pulling, now this isn't okay. That I should preface this by saying this is not a how-to. This is just me doing this. So if I get something wrong or if I don't show something on camera, then yeah. This is just me doing it. So now I think you need to take the clutch cover, or the clutch off, eh? Clutch cover off, remove the gasket, and then remove them when they are fully loosened. This bike, like I say, only has 10,000 kilometers on it, so that's pretty low for a DRZ around here. Yep. There. Shaft out. Alright, so I figured out what you can do. I just took my breaker bar, put it in right up to where that spoke nipple comes out, and got a drive converter, and now we've loosened this off. So make sure she's in gear. Put that something long through there. Make sure it's resting nicely and it's not going to bend one of your spokes. And you don't need to buy one of those clutch hub tools. Alright, now this should just lift right off. Like so. I don't think you guys can see as well because there's not as much light in here, but there's a couple of Phillips head bolts. And those are reportedly beyond tight. So I broke down and I went out to the parts trailer, to my junk trailer, and picked up my torque screwdriver. I think I had to use this to take apart the Magna engine as well. Install the Kickstarter stopper. There we go. This looks like the Kickstarter stopper. All right. So you got to put this one like this and then that one like that. Kickstarter stopper bolt. Okay, now install the starter drive gear onto the Kickstarter shaft. No, it can't. Oh, maybe it does go that way. Install the washer and the circlip. I'm gonna need my snap ring pliers probably. All right, somewhere I've lost the spring for this, but I don't really think it matters. There. A snap ring. What do you know? It snaps. Okay, I see it. Yeah, there's a little dot and then there's a line on the shaft. Like that. There we go. You have to take this one off. Okay. So it said to apply a little bit of oil. So I'm just turning that oil pump clockwise. That just a little bit of oil spews out of there. Alright, checking this bearing. It's good. Get her on there. Got the clutch back on. Now we need to... Great. Look at that. Huh. I guess that's why he had clutch case savers on it, eh? I probably should have organized these bolts first. Oil seal. Oh, no, it is. It is. Okay. For some reason, they put it in the bag with the hot start lever cover. They just put whatever they want wherever they want, don't they? My gosh. Where's my grease? There it is. Oh, you know what we forgot? Stupid seal. That might help, eh? Now, there might be a specific torque spec, but I'm not sure. Ugh, look at all that corrosion. A lot of people want to be using wire wheels and stuff, and y'all should take a note out of the gunsmithing handbook. Use some steel wool. You don't always need to be pulling out the cheek poker and blowing your eyes out and getting pricklies all over your shirt and in your pants and whatnot. Let's get some triple-aught steel wool. Rub it around in there a few times. Alright, there we go. All tightened down. And now we can put on, I think, right there. How does this work? Gee, I hope that'll be going to like the right place. I guess that's it. Fill her up with oil and see if she starts. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. Get on with it. Ooh, there's some compression there. Well, it's certainly turning it over. It doesn't seem to want to sit correctly. What the f***, man? Alright. So I did a little bit more research. Brought her back inside. And come to find, it's definitely this bit that's gotten messed up. This, okay, that is where the stopper is supposed to go. Because that's what was rattling right there, is it was going like that. So where this hole for the spring on this shaft here, on the inside here, comes out, should be in the 4 o'clock position. And I've heard them say it on the install videos and stuff before, but it's in like what context, dude? It's like, why does that matter, right? And I thought it was as well, which it obviously wasn't. So what was happening was that this can now no longer move, and now you have to bend that spring all the way over to here to then tension it. So I got it in, but I found it much easier rather than trying to bend the long piece of the spring. I just put that in first and then bent with your good old needle nose. By the way, Next Tool Flagship Pro, great multi-tool. I just bend it back up into that hole there, got the collar on it. Let's just test this real quick before I get everything back together. Yeah, see that? That sits perfectly. Okay, and now kickstart, sorry, will not go forward whatsoever. So that's how it should be right there. All right, now we can bolt all this back together. Feels good. Yep. No scratching. Great. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just how it should be. I don't know what the heck to tell you about the OEM Suzuki manual other than it's complete and utter junk. Don't use it. As soon as you get a kickstart for these things, throw the manual right in the garbage. Just follow whatever tips you can find on the internet. Honestly, they're more reliable.